Hello again. Since yesterday I played a little with the site, and besides having that pop-up, I have styled it a little. There's this concept of minimal decent styling that I have. I actually like it a lot. I love minimalistic sites. I love clean sites, content-centered. This comes from having read too much of Artemy Lebedev's Moscow studio advices. But this is also the modern idea of having clean sites when you don't have things stand in your way, where content is the king. So I love that. But my idea of the minimal decent styling is that, like you probably know, this website I'm building as a template to reuse to build other websites from it. So I want to give some decent styling to it in a minimal way. And the litmus test is that I can install this website and I should be able to use it without people saying, what is this too raw, this is not usable. So this is some minimal decent styling to my idea, of course. So I can use it, I can minimize and maximize it, and it works. And so then I can show it to the client, and if they have some styling of their own, I can build on that. There's nothing really obtrusive here that I couldn't undo. So what I did, this is Node. I built a Node template. And this is not a Node template. No, I'm sorry. I have a Node template. Let me show it to you. Modules. This is in the core. We don't want a core now. We're in the themes, templates. So I have here different templates for different nodes, but this is a pretty standard. They're pretty standard at this point. And then I just added some styling to line them up, because yesterday they were just one under another. So there's in the nodes section, in the Sass, I'm using Sass, SCSS. It's a preprocessor for CSS, which allows to use variables and write in hierarchy, and does a lot to handle CSS in a manageable way, because otherwise you'll have huge CSS files and you will lose track of what's where. So this allows keeping a good track and managing the code in CSS real well. I'm loving SCSS. So here in the nodes section, I have a node gallery. So you can see here that it's just some basic styling. I added a margin to the body. Here's our body. And I added some clearfix and just floated those things, those slides, thumbnails, one after another. And what I did next, I now need a page to display other galleries in it. And this is where Drupal's views module steps in. I created a view called galleries. And so this view, come on, okay, broke it. Okay, structure views. I created a layout for those things and broke that thing. Cannot press this button anymore for quick edit. So I'll go to views, galleries. And so I have added fields there. I think now that I probably should have used the teasers here, but I went with fields, and I added the fields image and title without any links. You see no links here. And then I created a template, and I added classes from Bootstrap so that they're layout like this. And in the and this is just fields, and then I added some style, some CSS style in views gallery CSS. Placed relative position on a row and absolute position on the title. Here it is. And some box shadow for the row content, so when I move my mouse it reacts. Nothing special really. So yeah, so this will list the galleries for me using Bootstrap layout. Not a module called Bootstrap layout, because there is a module called Bootstrap layout, but Bootstrap layout in a Bootstrap, meaning not a module. And I can click on it, and it'll be a galleries page, and then I click on a gallery, and it will open me a page, and I can view. So that's quite simple, and functional, and clean. Maybe that black background is not very nice, but don't want to theme it additionally. Now I need to export it. I need to export it as a feature that I can reuse. It will be dependent on this theme, of course, because a lot of it is in the theme, but the config will go into a feature. So let's go into, I go to the structure first. Structures is, features were in structure in Drupal 7. So here in Drupal 8, they're in development features. Now you have probably heard that in Drupal 8, features are a little bit different, and that in Drupal 7 they were used not like they were supposed to be used. And if you heard that, you probably wonder what that means, because it's a little bit cryptic. Now what that means is that in Drupal 7, features is a way that allows you to package your configuration in code. So if you develop on one machine and staging is another machine and server production is the third machine, you need a way to add that configuration to Git and move it over without exporting the database, because the client keeps adding their data on the server. So features is a way how you can export your configuration in code. They were not written for that, but they were used like that. They were like one of the only ways and the best way to do it in Drupal 7. In Drupal 8, you have manageable configuration that you can export like that. Go to terminal, drush, cex, sync y. Boom, it writes your change configuration. Now you can go to your configuration folder. It's in the bottom. Travis, vendor, config, sync. And so this is all that this whole Drupal site configuration. Here it is all. The enabled extensions, here they are. The blog settings, the image formats, different image formats. So if you change some of the settings, you just add them to Git, export, import on your production site, on your staging site. Voila. So features are used for a different thing in Drupal 8. They're used to package configuration, not to move it between the same site, but between different sites. So I have this events, gallery, paragraphs, and blog features that I will want to bring into other websites. So that's why I want to package it in features. It exports configuration as modules. So gallery, it's already installed, and I did some changes. It says new detected, so I did some changes to it. I will now have to re-export it. So what do I have here? Base field, block, no, I have a view, I have added a view to it. Good, features detected this view automatically. I changed anything else? No, I don't think so. Right. Voila. I've exported my feature. Now I can just take it and move it to another site. I will also have to move my theming though. But because I do this as a template, this bootstrap sub-theme with that theming can be moved. But even if I wanted to move it to an already existing website, I could just move those SAS files because they're separate files. I can copy them over. So yeah, now I have packaged it. I will still export the database so you can import it. Drush cr drush export dump for 1623 and go. Okay, so I'm gonna just add it all now and commit. Complete the, no, bad idea. Style gallery and no end. Add galleries view. That's better. Commit and okay. A libraries dependency. All right. So it has created a view galleries you can see in config. And it exported a whole fucking view in here. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Drupal 8 is a beast. Definitely. Okay. Commit and push. Now, if you're thinking, what's all that he's doing here? You can actually download it and see what I'm doing. It's in GitHub. github.com SiteCat 8. And you should use not the branch, not the master branch. This is an old one, a year ago. You should use the 2.x dev branch. This is a new one, including something they pushed just 36 seconds ago. So you should use this one. So this is all the code. You can install it. You can install and you'll have basically this. It's an open access. You can install it and you can track the changes that I make there as well. Just be sure to check out the 2.x dev branch, not something else. You can download it as a zip file. So if you will want to import the database, not just look through the code, it's in the dumps folder, the latest one, 1623. Use this one. I'll have to delete these other ones. Okay. Hope you enjoy it, because I certainly do.